teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on last season's national champions, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Great field position to start the drive. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
From the shotgun, here's an inside dip. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Well, the pressure just couldn't quite get to him there. They forced him out to his right on that bootleg, but give him credit. He held his poise, looked at the entire field, couldn't find anybody open, and he just pulled it down and picked up a nice gain.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
The loss sets up a 2nd and long from the 20. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Quick throw to the left. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. The receiver makes the catch. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage. set of downs after that completion. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Touchdown, Alabama, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
This guy is a matchup problem. You put an undersized safety who can run with the tight end, and he's going to go over top of him. You put a big, strong linebacker on him, and he's going to outrun him. Just a really tough matchup, as you saw right there.
PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, they'll bring it out. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. He should have left the ball in the end zone. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of it. It's a fumble. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
Boy, the first carry of the game, and it ends with a fumble. Chris, you and I know this staff. We might see the backup get some reps on the next drive.
So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. The Ducks are in the red zone. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Handoff here from the shotgun. Fights off a defender. Tackle made at the 24 as they begin to put a drive together.
Well, nice job here by this back picking up a first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. We're still trying to live up to that to this day.
Tough to show, but a sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Breaks free. Who's in the clear? Out past the 30. At the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Catch made on the right side. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
First down. We're going to throw the football. He's wide open. Look out.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
A completion makes it second down. Short pass finds the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that and just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Back to throw again. Defense is coming after him. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield, everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
They'll run it from the gun. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Boy, this defense seems to be confused. That's back-to-back big carries for first downs. They better get it together, or this could be an easy drive for this offense.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11.
What a drive by this offense. Another big gain, and look at the defense. Huffing and puffing, hands on their hips. This offense is wearing them down both mentally and physically.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Toss play. Back heads to his right. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. And as we move to the second quarter, you hope these teams will build on a promising start. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. We'll give it to the running back. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Against some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Oregon. He'll stroll into the end zone. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And it's good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback from the start of the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll ride the back again here. Tackle is made, but that's good for a 1st down to the 47.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Here's the 2nd down play. Looking for a man. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Offense comes out to start this drive. There's the handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
2nd down, looking to throw it. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The pass rush closing in. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can he keep it going here? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Crosses the 35. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Inside the 10. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Oregon. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
Returner looking to make a play here. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Crucial third down play right here. Can he get there on the ground? The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here comes a handoff. He shreds the tackle. Got the first down and still motoring. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down after that run on the previous play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Moves out of the pocket. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the junior quarterback inaccurate that time, threw it behind the receiver.
I mean, you don't see this very often. They just pressured the quarterback, and did you see how many guys they were rushing him? 3. You have 8 guys in coverage, and you can get that kind of pressure on a quarterback with 3 rushing.
And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. Still losing by 14 after the miss.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking deep to the right side. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense is set up just outside the 30. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. Touchdown, Ducks. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
This guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
Wow, the PAT is no good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the return starts from inside the 20. He's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will start. Here's the first play of the drive. He started at the 28. Here's that defense shifting again. Running back grabs it on a screen. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Trying to bait this defensive line to believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for lost yardage.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 22. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He'll try a pass here. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Maddox. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it. They keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up into the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Deep shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bama.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
And the extra point was up and good. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quick dart to the right. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And it's good, right down the middle. And they add to their lead. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Off the play fake on first down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, tied. The big tight end would not be denied. What a play.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. And this is going to be caught. So the two-point conversion gets this back to a one-score game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. On the move. Can they catch him? Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown.
Chris, when was the last game you saw not only one, but two kickoff returns for a touchdown by the same guy? Unbelievable performance, not only by the return man, but the entire unit setting these returns back for touchdowns.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
29.
Return begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Looks to the left for a quick throw. Pulls it in. It's Maddox. He has first down yardage at the 46.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past, and we're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
One play already to the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The pocket breaking down. Looking to scramble. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Out of the gun now on third down. He's running out of time here. Incomplete, but yeah, here comes a penalty marker now. That should be a drive-extending first down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. First down, looking for more now. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Important second down play coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. who makes the grab. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that first down.
Crucial play, down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back. Pressure is coming. That's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking for the wideout. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Now the offense faces third and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? So they bring him down. They tried to run for it on third and long. A cautious play call doesn't work. And the Ducks will have to kick it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Choosing to return the punt. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. On the last possession, they passed up on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on fourth down. What can they do here? Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaks loose at the 40. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rushers get upfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front and getting downfield, put the ball right on the back, and let him have all that space and an escort in front of him to pick up big yards.
On the move now. And he'll be forced out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage.
Well, that is a clinic by this defense on this quarterback run. String him out to the sideline, nowhere for him to go. All he could do is step out of bounds for no gain.
The shotgun handoff here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Moves out of the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. Receiver makes the catch. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening down. First down to the 27. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's going to take off here. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. An inside give now from the shotgun. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And he's got it again. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And he'll go down after a solid gain, more than enough for a 1st down. So, Gordon, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. As we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Here's the target, and it's complete. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
And the defense is all over the option on this play. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. They'll try the option play here. Pitch play to the back. Running with purpose. Tackle, but not before picking up big yards and a 1st down. Defense couldn't stop the option that time.
Man, this defense is already struggling to defend the pass. I think their eyes are in the backfield. They're worried about where's the next pass play. And now they got to deal with the option. A lot to deal with against this offense.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes the catch downfield. Finding space at the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown,